Hey everyone, the Good Captain here, and welcome to the Ottomans Turn 2. But before we do that, let's go through what happened on the French and British Turn 2. So the French bought a fighter and 7 infantry. Here's how we look on the west front. So his moves, looks like he was deciding to attack Belgium, or did he actually do it? Gold Coast moves Togoland, takes. French West loads up both infantry and takes Cameroon. Huh. Alright. Artillery and 3 infantry. Yeah, this is the... Okay. Yeah, and he reinforced Togoland. Huh. Okay. Well, huh. I looked at this earlier, but it's been a few hours and it's a little more surprising going through it a second time and talking it out loud. So let's see. French attack with 1 artillery, 2 infantry, and I defend with 1, and the blocker missed. Okay, so he's got Belgium. Yeah, and that would be it. And then he drops his purchase. Turn complete. So that's all 3 French transports down in the south. And he's got 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces. So he's got sea cavalry for all but 1 of his pieces. So this definitely changes how I'm going to approach Africa as the Germans. But, well, the British turn also forces. So right now, if I just knew what was happening in the French turn, I'd be looking, at Rhodesia as the Germans because it's landlocked, and I don't want to deal with that battleship. Survivability is the thing, but man, with 3 transports, he can. Let's see, I stay put. Anyway, let's do the British turn. We can deal with the Germans on Germany's turn. Okay. So yeah, he made an error in his purchase, and I worked it out with him. He bought 8 infantry and 2 artillery, so I play friendly games. Okay, so then he pushes Persia, and then he slips his army into Arabia, which I didn't expect him, or maybe I can't remember what I expect him to do. Got too many games going, but okay. 2 infantry move from Germany. Yeah, he stocks here and brings the Anglo-Egypt. Yeah, that's a good move in conjunction with the French. It's definitely got everybody bottled up. So yeah, these guys are going to be dead very quickly, very soon. This almost forces, I think, the Germans to go for Southwest Africa in an effort to draw down as many troops and keep them down as long as I can. It takes the British out of the equation for the next turn. It forces the French to hit me with hopefully all 3 of their boats, and then hopefully we have a battle that goes to our advantage, but basically we'll be stuck in Southwest Africa until the end. So, oh well. If an Entente player wants to do that, they certainly can. This is more assets I've seen dedicated to the African continent than any other game I've played, although I think I've got a total of 9 games completed and going on at the same time at this point. So, okay, I don't have a vast experience. Mind completely open to being changed, but so yeah. Then he moves his cruiser out to Canada. I'm not quite sure why. Not like his transport needs protection. There's nobody that can get him. Kriegsmarine is back in home port. He moves some units across the channel and fidgets around a little bit with that. Gets it worked out. Okay. Alright, whatever. There it is. Battle in Persia. So, Yeah, he ends up winning this, but you know, this is kind of this might be where a face-to-face player gets off the ride because you know, you might look at this and think there's 4 pieces, 8 infantry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, that should be 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 kills. Okay, never mind. The face-to-face player wouldn't have reason to think this would be a sure thing. But 8 infantry and 2 artillery against 3 infantry and 1 artillery is not 100%. It's 62%. So there was a good chunk that the Persians might turn Ottoman, because that's what happens when you fail to knock out the neutral country you're attacking. But he got them all. On the rebound, the Persians hit back with 3 hits, so they shot a little bit up. So there's a moderate army right there. And he does his edits and places his units. Turn complete. Drops them all into India. Okay. So that leads us to this situation here, and I kind of cut this a few different ways, but Mesopotamia has way too much dead zone pressure placed on it. It's not a goner, but it you know, I could do this, right? Wait, hang on. First, yeah, the purchases are 6 infantry. We have 18 IPCs. He moved one of the Mediterranean British transports out to Canada, so he's got 2 in the Atlantic here, which I'm okay with that. You know, that reduces potential British influence on the Ottomans, so I'm okay with that, I think. So there's not a huge demand for artillery. Artillery's an attacking unit. In the case of the Ottomans, though, they are very helpful for defense. The only non-amphibiously invadable territory is the Syrian desert, of course. So the Ottomans could benefit from the offshore, you know, deterring the amphibious. But you know, now that there's only 1 British transport, you know, I'm not feeling the love towards the artillery. Yes, having some arty would help out, but I'd rather buy air units, but we don't need that because he didn't buy 1. So you know, air units move 2. If we need more, we can get them later. Let's just stack up on infantry and push more bodies to the front for now. Okay, so now this is, you know, I thought of this for a second, but he can move Syrian or he can basically take this whole piece of ground here, or hit me at what, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He can hit me with 13 infantry and 5 artillery, or you know, I don't know why, but I don't want things to spin out of control. The Italians to come in, the British to be down here, and just pieces all over the place. So I figured what is going on? I'd dogpile. Yes, this will not kill. This won't kill everything. So we'll just hang on. I'm going to do these other moves. So I just centralize everyone else into the Syrian desert that we can. Just give the Italians Transjordan if they dare, and move everyone else basically forward. Okay, so this battle is 16-3. This is what I would call the first big battle here. This one, first big battle of consequence, right? Because if one of us gets diced, it can adversely affect following turns. So, and this is a battle that can be pretty swingy. And I say that because the average TUV swing is almost 6 in my favor, which means I can roll under 1, and he can roll over 1 in the odds department, and we'll break even. That's okay. You know, I guess I'm okay with swaps, but this battle is to my advantage. It shouldn't go upside down. It can go upside down because it's only a difference of 2 infantry or 1 in each direction. Yes, I see attacker. I could take his territory on a less than 1 in 10. It's really not going to happen. So what that means, he will take Mesopotamia. He'll probably take Transjordan. It means my army here is stuck here in Arabia for the next turn and cannot attack. So that means his 7 troops will come into here, or he'll just send in 1. I'm not sure. At any rate, now I've talked myself out of. I think I could use 1 more fighter, because if he builds 2, then he could push them into Mesopotamia on the following turn. So yeah, let me reverse my purchase. All right, so yeah, maybe this isn't the right move. Maybe I should have gone all in for Meso, but it means I would have had to. I don't know. I don't want to do that. For some reason, I feel like I want to attack. So terrible roll, terrible roll. That's -1. Wait, maybe this isn't so bad. So for every 3, we should get a hit. So that's -1, par. Okay, so we're up to par, and we caught the tail. Okay, so this is okay. This is -1, -2. That's bad. The tail kind of makes up for it. So we should have had at least 1 more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we basically rolled down 1. So there's that. Now we have to pray they don't roll hot. And they rolled hot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, +1, -1. Maybe I spoke too soon. Yeah, so this is that over 1, under 1. So we did swaps. God. Yeah, that's all right though. I mean, it's not all right because we need to be killing more Brits than we're losing Ottomans. But I don't know. Maybe that was the wrong move. At least there's less British here now. And one thing that is interesting by doing this, he can't move the units in Arabia to Mesopotamia. There's no way. He can move them to Transjordan if the Italians take it on this turn. He could do that. But he cannot join these 2 forces now. So I think I realized that when I was doing my pre-video analysis, and I think that was the deciding factor for me pushing into that attack. So all right, so we drop our 4 infantry and a fighter in Constantinople. So if he doesn't build 2 fighters, so 1 fighter, we still have air supremacy. 2 fighters is a 50-50. He'd have to build 3 if he wants it back. In other words, Mesopotamia. Well, let's just run up a hypothetical while we're here. So if he pushes Meso, he'd have 5-2 plus a transport, and it doesn't matter what it is. So 2 infantry, let's say, and we have 6 infantry, 3 artillery, and 2 fighters. The order of loss gets kind of funny here, so let's just order that up right. Okay, so probably be pretty much break even. Yeah, it's bit break even with a 1% attacker wiping out the defender. So I don't know. You know, that's an option that's not that's on the table. You know, if we feel like we need to, but probably not because the follow-on forces will be so great and ours are so thin. But I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I'm talking way too much. Thanks for watching. All the best from the good captain, and bye-bye.